Roman Reigns to reunite with Solo Sikoa? Ex-WWE star jokes about the possibility with an interesting scenario. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. For WWE Family latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa were once on the same page in WWE when the two were in the same faction as the Tribal Chief and the Enforcer, respectively. However, Matthew Rehwoldt, FKA 8 in English, thinks there's a possibility of them reuniting against a new threat. Earlier this month, Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga went on their own as they started to cut promos and have matches on Friday Night SmackDown without Solo Sikoa as their leader. The two have been rampant with no clear directive from their former leader following his loss to Roman Reigns on WWE Raw. Speaking on the Rebooked Wrestling podcast, Matthew Rehwoldt, FKA 8 in English, joked that the company can resort to lazy writing by bringing Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa back on the same page against Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga. However, the star thinks it's possible and unlikely at the same time. Solo Sikoa seemingly ignored Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga on WWE SmackDown after loss to Roman Reigns. Last year, Solo Sikoa and Roman Reigns' respective factions got a win over one another at WWE PLEs. However, the two chiefs decided to settle the score when they fought on Raw's Netflix debut for the Ula Fala. In the end, Roman Reigns walked away with the sacred necklace, and Solo Sikoa was left with nothing. After weeks of absence, Sikoa returned to Friday Night SmackDown, but things were different. Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga went on their own and won a match against Cody Rhodes and Jimmy USO. Later, they attacked Big Jim when he was moments away from defeating Carmelo Hayes. After the beatdown, Solo Sikoa appeared but didn't interact with the duo. Moreover, he walked away without uttering a word about his loss. It'll be interesting to see what's next for the star on WWE SmackDown. Solo Sikoa's actions on SmackDown to force Nick Aldis to scrap a blockbuster match? Exploring potential angle. Solo Sikoa has been reeling from the devastating aftermath of his defeat against Roman Reigns in the Tribal Combat match on Raw's Netflix premiere. This was visible last week when he simply walked away from SmackDown without saying a word. However, the 31-year-old could show up tonight and wreak havoc on the show, promoting Nick Aldis to scrap a blockbuster bout. The Street Champion could unleash his fury on Braun Strowman tonight, just a day before the latter's huge match against Jacob Fatu at Saturday night's main event. With Strowman at odds with Sikoa's men in recent weeks, the 31-year-old has plenty of reasons to target him. As a result, he might vent out his frustration on the former Universal Champion tonight. In a shocking turn of events, Solo Sikoa could ambush the monster among all monsters from behind backstage. Driven by deep resentment in his heart and eyes filled with anger, he could unleash multiple chair shots on Braun Strowman, followed by vicious Samoan spikes. As a result, the 41-year-old could suffer a potential injury, causing Nick Aldis to cancel his upcoming match against Fatu at SNME. Sikoa taking out a monster like Strowman will not only restore his menacing presence but will also restore some of his credibility. Furthermore, the Street Champion is in dire need of a breakout moment to re-establish himself after suffering a significant defeat against Roman Reigns. Such a development would position Sikoa as an intimidating force on SmackDown once again. While the above-mentioned angle is quite intriguing, it is nothing but speculation at this point. It will be interesting to see what Solo Sikoa does tonight on SmackDown. Solo Sikoa to fall prey to a massive betrayal ahead of Royal Rumble? The last few months have been quite challenging for Solo Sikoa. Not only did he lose the Ula Fala in the Tribal Combat match, but it also dealt a significant blow to his pride. Following his heartbreaking loss to Roman Reigns, speculation has been swirling that Sikoa could face a massive betrayal soon. Should he attack and injure Braun Strowman tonight on SmackDown, this could cause a subtle rift between him and Jacob Fatu. The Samoan werewolf could feel robbed of his moment if Sikoa's actions led to his blockbuster match at Saturday night's main event getting cancelled. This development could spark a flame of rebellion in Fatu's heart that could turn him against Sikoa, potentially betraying the latter on the road to WrestleMania after the Royal Rumble. Moreover, such a turn of events could also prompt a potential blockbuster match between the two stablemates at this year's Show of Shows. Rumors have already been swirling that Solo Sikoa is set to suffer the same fate that he did to Roman Reigns. Will Jacob Fatu be the one to turn his back against him? Only time will